You were willing to endanger my life. You didn't give a fuck if I lived or died at all. At all. I recently went through a breakup. Dating women is not for the weak. It's not. I personally try my best to explain that to my friends, how deep it is when relationships end. Like, it's literally the end of the world. It feels, at least for me, it literally felt like someone grabbed my heart out of my chest and like ripped it. In honor of my failed relationship. We are gonna read some today. If you are currently going through a breakup, if you're currently dealing with someone's toxic ass daughter, watch this video. I found this Reddit post from the subreddit Lesbian. Actually, I will link it down in the description below, of course. And the post was posted about a year ago. It basically says, "Hi lesbians, please share your craziest stories." There's over 50 comments. Comment number 1. This is from Gimme Kibler. "I had an ex reach out to me post breakup via in-game Animal Crossing mail." I don't even know what Animal Crossing is. Okay, so the second comment says, "My girlfriend once drunkenly stole my prosthetic leg and fell asleep with it at the couch, making me have to crawl." Making me have to crawl and stumble across the wall downstairs to retrieve them, as in both my leg, and carry her up too. She's not allowed to drink that much anymore. Based on how she wrote this, it's giving that the girlfriend stole her prosthetic leg on purpose. It's giving she doesn't even believe that she did it by accident, but I'm sorry for laughing. "I was on and off with a girl, let's call her C, and I had suspicions that she was cheating but couldn't prove it. C also was constantly threatening to kill themselves because her dad had died." Oh, that got dark quick. I asked her where our relationship was going. She said she didn't care, so I completely ended things. As you should, queen. "An ex of mine, we'll call her A, from a while ago reached out asking how I knew C. I snapped back asking A how they knew C. A responded with screenshots of their conversation from them dating. Turns out C was cheating on me with A, but then C ended things with A and started dating A's friend M while we were together."
Huh?
A responded with screenshots of their conversations from them dating. Okay, so C cheated on OP with A. A messaged OP with the screenshots of them dating. But A also found out that C is cheating on her with her friend. All this while still being with OP. I don't want to assume, but this is giving stud behavior. If I'm wrong, I will take it. M reached out to me and confirmed that her and C started dating 3 months after C and I have been dating. I got a full panel STI test the very next day. To me, that's really the most disrespectful part about cheating. I don't give a fuck if you found another person attractive to cheat on me. I don't even think that's the part that will hurt me, because I'm like,
Look at the material.
I don't give a fuck. If I ever find out someone I'm dating is cheating on me, I'm done. Like, I don't know what it is about me. Like, the feelings, like, it'll have you questioning if I ever liked you, with how quickly I shut off my feelings when I find out shit like that. The most disrespectful part is the fact that, like, you were willing to endanger my life by possibly giving me an STI. That's the part that I personally can't get over. You didn't give a fuck if I lived or died at all. At all. I'm proud of her for getting the STI test. Sorry, I went on a whole tangent, but like, that's crazy. 2 weeks go by and 2 big pieces of information come out. Number 1, C was sleeping with 12 people at the same time, 11 women and 1 man. Number 2, C's dad was alive and perfectly healthy. C would claim he was and use it as a reason to be extremely toxic and get people to give her another chance. Oh my God, it just keeps getting worse. So, okay.
Savannah, slow down.
Not only did she cheat on her with 12 people, one of those 12 being a man when you're allegedly a lesbian. To add insult to injury, this person has been lying about her dad passing away as a form of emotional manipulation. That is a scary individual. That is a scary person. The whole reason C couldn't come out of the closet, not because her family wouldn't support her, but it was because it gave her an excuse to not post the girls on her social media so she could get away with cheating. I hate this for her. Like, when it rains, it pours. It just keeps getting worse. Couple months later, C is now engaged to a man. Oh, I spoke too soon. It got worse. It's also important to note that C was one of the most butch-looking women I had ever met. I feel so bad for her. Even one of these things would have sent me into psychosis. Just one. You don't move this way to people and think shit is sweet. Had the Bluetooth that went around my neck, kept it on, I forgot about it. When some spontaneous spiciness had occurred and accidentally called my dad while I was using her thighs as ear warmers. Not your father. I had woken him out of his sleep and thank God her thighs covered the mic part. He thought it was a random butt dial, but the absolute terror that shot through me when I heard
You okay? What's wrong? I think you butt dialed me.
Through the headphone parts. For reference, there were the Barfo lightweight retractable BT headphones if you need a visual. I didn't need a visual. That would scare the shit out of me. To my parents, I am not a sexual being. I don't engage in those activities. What is sex? What is that? Not my story, but my girlfriend's. She met a girl on Tinder that was older than her and gave her a hard time to have a date. After a while, things cooled down, so she went back to Tinder and met another girl. They went out a couple times, and then this second girl confessed that she used to date the first girl, and the first girl cheated on the second girl with my girlfriend. So, second girl wanted to find my girlfriend to see what she was like. After that, my girlfriend stayed away from these two, but it was so awkward to know the second girl went out of her way to find her, and my girlfriend never knew she wasn't a fair partner to someone. But honestly, I think what's crazier is the original girlfriend of the girl from the Tinder going out of her way to find this girl to see what it feels like. Just leave your cheating girlfriend. Leave her. Why are you doing all of this? Like, just leave. What is the point of like getting your leg back, cheating back, and like further causing more chaos when you can just walk away and find someone who's able to treat you the way you want them to treat you? Someone said, Dab for Science said, I was on a date with a girl and she casually asks me not to be rude, but are you autistic? Confession, quick story time. I've actually went on a date with someone who thought I was autistic because I couldn't hold eye contact. And they told me, like, after weeks of me seeing them. Wailing Tomato said, I had a discreet dirty chatting fling via FetLife. We were meshing really good. She recently came out after a divorce. After about 3 weeks of just sharing DMs, we decided to share pictures and phone numbers. She was my regional manager. I would die. Aurora Bay says, when I was still friends with my ex, I wasn't comfortable and I couldn't do it anymore. So I confronted her. The first thing she said was that she had a girlfriend. I didn't know that before asking her to break off the friendship. Okay, that made no sense. I'm never gonna continue. I lost my virginity to a Tinder hookup. Left in the morning because my grandma had a stroke. She had to get put in hospice and was bedbound. The girl later texted me wanting to date me more seriously. And when I told her I couldn't really give any time to anything other than my family right now, she responded with several paragraphs about how she felt a real connection between us and wanted to be my rock throughout this process and support through my grieving. If that is not one of the most lesbian things I've ever heard. She's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I want to be your rock. That's actually really sweet. I don't know. I feel like a part of me would fall for that. I had made a date with a girl from her. Her to the non-lesbians is a lesbian dating app. Well, it's more of like a queer app. It's not just solely for lesbians, but it should be. I offered to buy dinner and meet up. She shows up extremely, as in 8 months, pregnant with twins. I was in a bit of a shock, and talking about it, she tells me it happened with the only guy she's ever been attracted to, and he died in an accident. So I paid for dinner, gave her a quick hug, and said good luck. I feel bad for the pregnant girl, but like, that would be a no for me. She texted me a couple days later and sent pics of really sexy outfits that would not look good on a pregnant. She texted me a couple days later and sent pictures of really sexy outfits that would not look good on a pregnant woman. She wanted to pick one I liked on her to wear to her birthday dinner party that she was inviting me to. I told her that the situation was more than I wanted to involve myself in. She texted back and called me a bitch. I told her I was sorry. She felt that way, and I blocked and deleted her everywhere. Yeah, I guess how else would you end? I would have moved exactly the same way. I would literally have just been like, this is too much for me. And also, it's her fault for not being honest. If she had told her that she was 8 months pregnant with twins before they even planned to do the dates, she would have known a lot sooner. Now she has to face rejection. My girlfriend's friend had a girlfriend for about 2 years, very in love and all of that. That friend had a birthday party and her girlfriend attended. The girlfriend would sneak out multiple times out of the party so she could hook up with another girl. T. Come back, be with girlfriend, sneak out. When the friend found out that the girlfriend cheated on her, she dumped her and hooked up with the girl her girlfriend cheated on her with. That is some crazy stuff. Lesbianism. I met a girl and we were talking and flirting for 2 months. She started acting weird one day and eventually told me her ex has been reading everything we have said. She wanted to try and make her ex jealous, so she used me in an attempt to do that. Her ex was even part of a group chat with me and all of her friends, and I had no idea. She would flirt with me publicly on that group chat, so I would respond flirty back, all for her ex to see it there as well. Needless to say, I haven't flirted with a single soul since, and it's been 1.5 years. Like, if you don't want to be in a relationship, don't be. I'm triggered because I dated someone like this. Dating someone who has ulterior motives is like one of those canon events. This girl has not flirted with anybody for over 1 year. Leave people alone if you're not ready. I dated someone who, I was young. It's okay. I dated this girl who was 3 months post breakup from a 10 years, like 8 to 10 year relationship, and my stupid ass thought they were ready to be with me. I didn't even realize they were using me to make their ex jealous until I left the relationship. You wanted to flex on your ex, which, I mean,
Look at the material.
but still, it's not a good feeling. My first girlfriend cheated on me with a man and got pregnant, then blamed me for making her feel like she had to hide her bisexuality. It's been a long time since that happened, but damn, that was wild. As someone who was a proud bisexual woman for years, go watch my coming out video for more context. There's so much biphobia when it comes to the lesbian community, and a lot of bisexuals, they start to feel shame around their identity, which I can understand. It's stories like this where women are claiming to be gay to attract lesbian women, for them to end up getting cheated on and being left for a man. Like, just step into the shoes of a lesbian. Think about how traumatizing that is. Thinking someone loves you just for you to wake up one day and realize, no, it was an act all along. You were an experiment, actually. Like, stop wasting people's time. Stop it. Sexuality is very fluid, and I think as we grow and we learn more about ourselves, if you're having those feelings and those realizations while you're in a lesbian relationship with another woman, that is your responsibility to let your partner know what you're feeling. But to cheat and get pregnant and then blame that person, that's sick in the head. We gotta do better. Currently engaged to a woman I matched on Tinder while I was dating her ex. Turns out our ex had a type. LOL, we're the same person. So we said, fuck this bitch, LMFAO. And now we're happier than we've ever been and currently in IVF to try to have a baby. Embryo transfer is a week from now. Wish us luck. Wait. How are you matching with people on Tinder when you're dating someone? Why are you on Tinder? Aren't you happy? This was posted 1 year ago. Let's see where you are now. Let's click her Reddit page. Okay, they got married. Yeah, like all her Reddit stuff is about like like her IVF journey. And then like 5 months ago, she's talking about breastfeeding. I stand corrected. I guess that's a match made in heaven. Okay, this is gonna be the last one and then we're gonna go. This happened a while ago, but I'm still mad. I had this crush on a girl in 7th grade. Let's call her P. I was getting missed signals from P, and she was saying my first kiss was a girl and how she was very attracted to girls, but she had an online boyfriend. I remember one day P confided in me that she broke up with said boyfriend. I waited a couple of days and made my move. I spent at least $120 trying to get her to like me. I sent like a million check yes or no if you like me, but she never responded. Not check yes or no. In 7th grade? Were we doing that in 7th grade? How old are you in 7th grade? But she never responded. One day after I sent her some chocolate roses, in choir class, she pulled me behind the risers. I was so excited, but she actually told me I'm straight. If I were gay, I would totally like you, but I'm not. We can still be friends. I went up to my seat. She followed, trying to sit with me. I ran away crying in the bathroom with a bag of Lay's in hand. I stayed in there till the bell rang and was late to my next class. I'm kind of mad because I feel like she led me on, and to this day, she still has the jewelry I gave her. I don't know how old this writer is, but this should not be something you should still be mad at, because she didn't tell you to spend your $120 on her. She didn't tell you to do any of those. She also told you that she had an online boyfriend. So you took that piece of information and ran with it and decided to shoot your shot, and that's fine. But sometimes you miss the shoots you shot. No, sometimes you miss the shots you shoot.
Don't love your job, job your love.
That was crazy. Those were genuinely some crazy story times. Like, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. All of those will be linked down in the description below. Please comment down your crazy dating stories. Like, I find these stories very comforting because I feel like whenever like freshly going through heart, I seek other people who have gone through what I went through, and I just hyperfixate on their stories, and somehow it ends up making me feel better. Comment down your stories so I can feel better about myself.